guys, Victoria Fast here. Thanks for stopping back by my YouTube channel. Okay, so today I'm doing kind of like another chatty video per se. I wanted to talk a little bit about the two little boys, Orrin and Orson West, originally classic and sincere pettis before they were adopted. So I saw a couple of things, but I also wanted to go over this timeline. First of all, you need to go watch AV Watchman United We Stand. The guy's awesome. He has been over to the neighbor's house, the neighbors of Jacqueline and Trezell West. And he's watched the surveillance camera that they have. And in the surveillance, you can see the West's entire front yard, backyard, the whole, everything. So I wanted to kind of go over, sorry, I'm saying I'm a lot. I know you guys, this is just me winging it at this point. Okay, so, all right, I got to read from my notes, guys, because everything was coming to me so fast and I was trying to watch these videos with the timeline and yeah, mind blown. Okay, so the footage showed a few things. On 12/21 of 2020 at 4:31 p.m. So this is a day that Trezell and Jacqueline claimed that the two little guys went missing, right? So let me start, because I put this together last night and then in the middle of the night, because he's on Pacific Coast time, AV Watchman United We Stand, went to the neighbor's house and got more footage of the breakdown, the timeline. So let me start here. Okay. So at 4:13 p.m. on December 21st, Trezell's in the backyard. There's no sign of the kids, okay? In the surveillance, you can see the entire backyard, the side yard, you can see the front yard, everything, okay? The gate was wide open. He wasn't tossing wood over the gate like he claimed, because you would be able to see that. He was physically walking out to the edge of the gate and coming right back into the backyard, okay? The backyard's lit up. You can clearly see there are no children there whatsoever, okay? So, let's see. So 4:13 p.m., he's still out there. There's no sign of the kids. You can clearly see there are no kids, okay? Okay, so at 4:16 p.m., the neighbor next to the neighbor with the surveillance backed out of his driveway and went down the road. So if there were two little kids running free down the road, he would have seen them clearly. But there were no little kids because they weren't even in the backyard, like Trezell said. 4:22, he goes towards the back of his house. You can see through the fence. That's the other thing. The fence that goes like along the front. So his house is like here, and the fence that goes right here, you can clearly see through. So you can see the front yard, the side yard, and then you can see the backyard. Clear. You need to go to watch AV Watchman United We Stand to see all of what I'm saying. I'm not technological, or else I would like cut and paste and put some of the stuff in there. I'm trying to get better, you guys. I'll figure it out at some point. So at 4:28, the light out front comes on. So in the front of his house, his light comes on at 4:28. At 4:31, the light in the backyard flicks on and off like 4 times. Not sure why. So he apparently was in the house for 15 minutes. So, come on, he's probably trying to get his story straight with his wife. At 4:32 is when the van door opens and he comes out. Okay, so let me go back to the original timeline. So at 4:33, after sitting in his van for a minute, because of course it was so important to find these poor little missing boys, right? So after he sat in the van for a minute, pondering life and doing God knows what else, he then finally drives off down the street. So he comes out of his driveway and makes a left. He goes east, and then he makes a right-hand turn. At 4:39, 6 minutes later, he's back at his house. Now, in the surveillance tape, when you see him come back around like he's headed to the house, he's like driving pretty fast. Like he's, driving quick. So I guess, this is all setting the stage. And so, yeah. So again, nobody searches the backyard like he claimed. His wife didn't go out in the backyard. He didn't go out in the backyard. Nobody searched the empty side lot whatsoever. 4:40, he goes and stands out front by his tree, which is like right near his mailbox. And he waits for the police to arrive. Now, remember, he talked about, it was cold, so I was throwing wood over the fence because I needed to build a fire. And I ran inside and I came back out and the kids were gone and the gate was open. Okay. Okay. So, and let me just mention that Jacqueline was so freaking distressed. She was just so upset that her babies were gone that she didn't even come out of the house. She didn't go look at the backyard. She didn't walk down the street. She didn't do jack squat. 4:52, the police arrive. 4:53, Trezell gets in his van, pulls out and goes the exact same direction. He turns east and does the exact same loop that he did earlier, okay? But if you remember in his interview, he said that he wanted to go search again, but the police told him both they had to go inside. Like they couldn't come outside. They had to go inside because they had the best there to search. He was just trying to make it look good by jumping it in case y'all didn't catch that. Yeah. So I spoke with two different YouTubers. I didn't ask if I could say anything about it, so I'm not going to, but both of them said that they looked at the cement drive that's in the backyard near the garage where the kids were supposedly drawing chalk drawings, and they didn't see anything. Of course they didn't, come on, because the kids weren't there. Okay. So here's the other thing. A day or two before the kids, quote, supposedly went missing, they supposedly took all 6 of the kids Christmas shopping in Bakersfield, right? Guess what? On the neighbor's camera, the mom, the dad, and 4 kids come out. Not 6, 4 kids. Y'all, I'm telling you. Okay, so that was the thing. I had 3 dreams, and in those dreams, the kids are in an SUV. The driver is an African American man. All I can see is the back part of him. I could see his shoulders and his hair, and his hair was tight cut, tight shaved or whatever. He was African American. He had a tank top on. He looked a little built. I don't know if it was the exact same build as Trezell. Okay, I don't know. So the kids are crying and screaming. Okay, they're in car seats and they're crying and screaming, and they're reaching out. They're reaching out for one another, right? They're clearly upset and they clearly know something's going on. And then all of a sudden they stop. I see the driver, I guess he jumps out. Obviously he opens the door, but I can't see him, okay? The back door swings open and he's reaching in, grabbing Orson out of the car seat. And Orson is screaming at the top of his lungs, and so is the other poor baby. I don't know. It's really hard to see that, though, and especially when I keep seeing it and I don't understand it, other than, the poor kids were obviously scared out of their mind. They knew something was going on, Here was the other weird thing. I just looked at my notes. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair. Bad habit. So in the dreams, I've been having dreams and visions. Okay, so playing with my hair again. Sorry. The visions are exactly like the dreams. Okay, so it's obviously I'm meant to see something, but I don't know what the hell it is personally. But here was the weird thing. When they're driving down the road, the kids are screaming, okay? They clearly are upset. They clearly know something's not right. And then I hear the driver has this loud instrumental music playing. It's almost like, it's not my cup of tea as far as music. It's almost like techno. It's almost like that techno music, where, there's no words. It's just this music playing. And as the kids are screaming, at one point he actually turns the music up. What a great guy. Such a great guy. Yeah, I feel terrible. I hate saying this, but I really do think they're gone. If I'm wrong, I will apologize, but that's just what I'm getting. Yeah. So the only other thing I wanted to talk about, and I need to follow my notes really closely on this. And I was going to put my hair up off the top of my head because you'll find out in just a second why. So to the gentleman that sent me the direct message on Instagram, let me start by saying that I am not Satan. And although my mother had she could be a biatch pretty easily, but she was a good woman, and my dad was a good man. So yeah, I'm not the spawn of Satan either. Thank you for thinking so much about me and for me being so important in your life that you had to quote 21 Bible verses about how I was satanic, and it makes me feel good that you had nothing better to do with your time than to think about little old me. Oh, look at me. Yeah, and the other thing, I was going to put my head in a ponytail up off the top of my head just for you, buddy, but I didn't do it. Quite frankly, I wanted to get this video up quickly, so I just didn't even bother. But the bottom line is, I don't care if I'm in my 50s like I am now, my 60s, my 80s, or my 100s. I will wear my hair however the damn well I want to wear my hair. Excuse my French, but you frickin' pissed me off. So, you are now blocked from IG, and as soon as you see this video, I'm going to give it some time, and then I'm going to block you from YouTube. The other thing, I really appreciate you binge watching my videos. You're so Christian, and I'm such a Satanist that you took the time to binge watch all of my videos. So I really appreciate that. A view is a view. And to all you other amazing viewers out there that are supportive and that leave me awesome comments, I love you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Be nice, be kind, stay safe, stay healthy. Let me know if you get the vaccine, if you have any side effects, and how you're doing. And just keep thinking and praying positive things for our country to turn around, because it's a mess right now, y'all. It's a mess. All right, guys. That about does it for me.